Buds, and welcome to the Liberty Falls Complete Easter Egg Guide. Fireball Bunny and I completed this together, so special thanks for them sitting with me for 10 plus hours just to get this Easter egg. But anyways, let's load into Liberty Falls with any loadout and let's begin. Right away, go to this motel that's directly across from the gas station that you spawn at. Go upstairs and to the left, and about 10 zombies should pop out of this room. Kill them and go inside. This is where you'll build the Jetgun, which is needed for the Easter egg. To build the Jetgun, go through this alleyway, and to the right of Speed Cola, there will be a flower shop. Look at the flowers at street level, and you should find a watering hose nearby. Interact with it, and you'll get the water valve. And this is the first item to build the Jetgun. After getting the valve, go up the main road and to the cemetery. Here, you'll have to kill zombies until you eventually find Farmer Dan. Well, that's not his name, but that's what we called him. When he's killed, he'll drop the shed key. Take this exact route and go to this shed that's next to the cemetery. Interact with the shed door, and to the right you will see the handbrake. Once you have those two parts, make your way to Liberty Lanes, which is the bowling alley. Go onto the bowling lanes, and to the right there will be a small box. And if you melee it, the cover should pop off, and if you have the water valve, then you can interact with this and begin the next step. But if you did the steps out of order, then you are required to have the water valve to begin this next process. Interact with this gauge to place the water valve on it, and then hold interact to pressurize the gauge. This will take some time, and zombies will infinitely spawn around you, and if you need to defend yourself, then simply stop interacting and come back when you have a second. The progress bar will display on the left-hand side of the screen and will not go down, so take your time. When the water is done pressurizing, the gauge will pop right off. The final piece is in this radio store next to the comic book shop. In order to open these gates, you will need a mangler to charge his cannon and knock the doors down. Or you can craft the mangler cannon with salvage, charge it up, and then just break down the doors yourself. Once you open the doors though, you need to look around for small computer scraps on the ground. And you need to interact with every one of these that you see until you eventually find the electrical wires. Pick it up and return to the motel crafting bench. And congratulations, you've made the Jetgun. You're doing great. Now go to the church, and here you'll interact with this machine to the right of Pack-a-Punch. A man named Panos will appear in the church's balcony and talk a whole bunch, but all you have to do is interact again with the console once he's done talking, and he will be in your comms. He's given you a new mission, which is to make the LTG. The first LTG part is in the church actually, and to the left of Panos. It kind of looks like this top hat, and all you have to do is suck it up with the Jetgun. The second LTG part is harder to find if you don't know what you're looking for. Get on top of this building that is directly behind Speed Cola, and then jump onto this bus. Peep inside this window and suck up this lampshade looking part with the Jetgun. The final LTG part is in the comic book store. It's in the center of the room in the ceiling, and yep, suck it up! Now, you're doing wonderful. Keep it up, okay? Now, you've just got to make the LTG. Zipline up to the top of the bank, and in this back corner, there will be a workbench where you can craft it. Take the fully crafted LTG to a dark Aether rift, which are these little mini storms around the map. Here, you'll defend the LTG from zombies for 1 minute while it opens a rift. If done successfully, the LTG will turn red, and either a red mangler or a red dinosaur-looking guy will spawn in. After the LTG is done being protected, I'd recommend running quickly to the church to pick up this Aether Canister that is now sticking out of the machine that we interacted with earlier. You will not be able to run with this, so be careful. Next, find one of the many dark Aether generator traps scattered along the map. Hit shift to drop the dark Aether Canister near where the generator trap will activate at. Here you should shoot the big red boss zombie that spawned in at the rift. Continue to shoot it until it starts spewing purple mist particles. Then activate the dark Aether generator trap and double check that the Aether Canister is in the area of effect of the trap and lure the creature inside. The creature has to die to the generator trap and nothing else. And you have to be sure the Aether Canister is near it. This took us so many attempts, so just be patient, and if you're having issues, just take a second, breathe, you've come this far, and you've got this. When successfully killed, the Aether Canister will be filled, but it's gonna be leaking. Quickly make your way back to the church, and you'll only have a minute for this, so go straight there before the timer runs out. And put the Aether Canister back in the machine. Panos and Blanchard will start talking if you've done this correctly. While they're talking, pick up this Strauss Geiger meter, which will pop out of the machine. Now we just need another Aether Canister, and we'll have to repeat that same step again, but slightly modified. Around the map, there are little BD1 looking machines, one by the shed from earlier, another in the grass in front of PhD Flopper, and for the final one, go to the bank's rooftop and find this little drop down. Walk up to each BD1 with the Strauss meter. Each machine will align to a color on the counter. Now, we didn't really know what we were doing at this step, but according to some people, if you're playing on solo, you just have to walk up with the counter out, go to the machine, and then enter in the corresponding color, which is either green, yellow, or red. And if you're in co-op, apparently, things get slightly different, as each person will have a specific BD1 that's connected to their meter. But we didn't know that while we were solving this egg, and it did not take us long to brute force it, so it'll work eventually, but this is the legitimate way of going about it for those of you that care. You'll know you've inserted the right color combo when the machines turn and purple mist shoots out of them towards spawn. Go to spawn and find this machine. There will be an Aether Canister peeking out of it now. Grab the canister and do the exact same step as before. Go to where you place the LTG, bring it to another rift nearby, protect it, summon the red dude, lower its HP, and kill it at an Aether generator trap while the Aether Canister is nearby. Then bring it back to the machine near Pack Punch. But whatever you do, do not interact with the machine again until you are fully kitted out. And if you're all ready for the boss fight, then go ahead, be my guest and interact again. But if not, get your perks, upgrade your guns. This is a tough fight. Whenever you think you're ready, go up to the machine and interact with it. Dialogue will play and you will now be trapped inside of the Pack-a-Punch room. Now you just need to survive. One red boss zombie will appear, and when you kill it, it'll be replaced by another red boss zombie. When you kill that one, 5 red boss zombies will spawn in. Once you survive the onslaught of all of those red zombies, guess what? You've done it. Dialogue will play, and don't you worry about this next bit, you will be downed, but it's all for the cutscene, which for those of you that haven't seen it, here it is.
Somebody tell me what just happened. Any station this net, what is your status? Thanos, if you've heard them, I swear I'll...
No interruptions for this next part.
Thank you, my friends, for volunteering to take my place here. Or, in your parlance, thank you for being voluntold. Now, if you will excuse me, I have a few scores to settle. Bye-bye, Dark Aether.
When the cutscene is over, a prompt will show up asking if you want to continue playing the game or end it there. If you continue playing, then you will be given a Perkaholic and will respawn at spawn. Legendary items will be dropped all around you, and in our playthrough, we continued playing in X-Field a few rounds later, and if you complete this Easter egg before Directed Mode comes out in a few weeks, then you will also get this limited edition calling card, which has a rare skull and darker colors. So give it a try for yourself, and let me know if this guide helped you. It's my first one, so I hope it was clear and concise. If you want to see our upcoming Terminus Easter egg guide, then make sure to subscribe to the channel to see our future zombies live streams, videos, and so much more content. And without further ado, buds, make sure to join the village today. It's only a click away.